What's going on, everybody? Crypto Headquarters here, and today I want to bring you guys a video providing some insight into some of the cryptocurrencies that have caught my eye during the last cryptocurrency dip. I'm going to be covering these cryptocurrencies, giving you guys my personal opinion, views, and analysis on them in the future, and provide why I believe that you guys should definitely do your own research and check these cryptocurrencies out if you guys are interested in them for yourselves. For regular viewers of my channel, you guys know that I always start out with a disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. This is just simply my personal opinion. Please do your own research before investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Consult a financial advisor if necessary. For transparency's sake, I will let you guys know which cryptocurrencies I am and am not invested into before I begin talking about them in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and let's jump right into it. Before I begin talking about some of the specific cryptocurrencies that have caught my eye, I want to go over the current marketplace situation. So as you guys can see, we got green candlesticks left and right. Every single cryptocurrency in the top 100 is up double-digit percentage marks in the last 24 hours. This means that when we hit the bottom, the absolute bottom of these cryptocurrencies right now, people were buying those up like that. That's why we're seeing all these recovery prices, and we're seeing these huge green candlesticks despite the fact that we were down a ton of money from our all-time highs in January. We have fallen a long ways off, so keep in mind that these percentages, while they may look good on your screen, saying 14, 23, 34% in the last 24 hours, keep in mind that this is from an absolute rock bottom low, so we're just trying to get up to a stable and consolidation point that we can just hold even for a little while and hopefully don't drop lower. If you guys are looking for my personal opinion, I'm really not sure what to think about this. You know, tomorrow we could have a news article that says that, for example, maybe Tether went under and we could see all these cryptocurrencies crash to even further lows, or we could see some optimistic information come out and see new highs, as well as the fact that this could just be a dead cat bounce, providing us a little bounce before we go even lower. Honestly, I'm not even sure what to think about this current market right now, but I do think that we're going to see more consolidation and maybe even a little bit more of a low before we begin to bounce higher and potentially go on another bull run. That's the current state of the overall marketplace, and let's just go right into some of the cryptocurrencies that I want to talk about in today's video. This first cryptocurrency should come as no surprise to people who have watched my channel in the past. Recently, I've been putting out a bunch of content surrounding the Substratum cryptocurrency, and this video is no exception. So, to be fully transparent, I am not invested into Substratum as I'm making this video, but keep in mind that the cryptocurrencies that I'm covering in this video, I'm covering for a reason, because I have been looking at them very closely. I've been monitoring their prices, their market cap, the news and information coming out, and I might be making a buying decision in the short-term future after this video is released. But as of right now, I'm not invested, and hence per the title, I'm looking into these cryptocurrencies very strongly because of that. So now that you guys know kind of where my head is at with this, and I'm fully transparent, I do want to talk about Substratum. So recently I've been pumping out, again, like I said, a lot of Substratum content on my channel, and I'm very optimistic in this cryptocurrency for a few reasons. Obviously, I believe in the platform and the team, and I'm not going to touch on that too much today. But the thing about Substratum that's really pushed me over the edge and consider buying is not only its extremely extremely low sub $1 price point right now, which I think is an awesome point to pick up Substratum, but also the fact that there are a ton of incentives for holding Substratum when running a Substratum node. So I did do a video on the information surrounding these Substratum nodes, some information that you guys should know if you guys want to potentially run those on your computer. And while the Substratum node does not require you hold any amount of Substratum to get started, it does, the Substratum team does incentivize you to hold a certain amount of Substratum and continue to keep holding that for the foreseeable future. So there are incentives and motivations to holding a large amount of Substratum for an extended period of time, and if I'm going to be running a node, I might as well be taking advantage of holding at least a little bit of Substratum to increase my earnings within that node that I'm running. So Substratum is coming in at that 54-cent mark, all the way down from an all-time high just above the $3 range at $3.05. This all-time high was achieved at the beginning of January during the bull run on January 9th, I believe, and we've fallen off way from there. At that $3.13 range, we've come all the way down to sub $1. So obviously Substratum's fallen a long ways off, but I do see it recovering in the near future. One thing that has disappointed me is it has fallen out of the top 100. Substratum is definitely worthy of being in the top 100 of cryptocurrencies. I think that it's a project that is a lot better than some of the current, or I should say a lot of cryptocurrencies in the top 100. But again, you guys know that the best project doesn't always win out. It has a lot more factors revolving around that. But one thing I will say is that Substratum nodes definitely are piquing my interest right now. I do want to pick some up before they release information on Substratum nodes as a whole, because I do think that will help my earning as I do run that Substratum node on my computer when they come out, and I'm very optimistic about that. So definitely I'm going to be checking out Substratum for the information, for the reasons that I align in this video. The price point's great, the incentives for the Substratum node, and the fact that I've been waiting for a little while to jump into Substratum, considering that I've been pumping out so much content, I'm not invested in them. You guys can just see the optimism behind me and this cryptocurrency. So definitely that's what I would consider looking into. Make sure you guys do your own research before doing any investing decisions. Please take my opinion with a grain of salt. I'm just giving you guys my opinions and my viewpoints on some cryptocurrencies that are interesting me. So let's jump into the next cryptocurrency. The second cryptocurrency that I'm going to be covering is Deep Brain Chain. So to be fully transparent with you guys, I'm not invested into Deep Brain Chain at the time of making this video, but as the title states, I am strongly considering all of the cryptocurrencies that I'm going to be covering in this video, including Deep Brain Chain, and potentially making an investment if all the stars align, and I do really like it. So understand where I am in terms of investing in these cryptocurrencies, and that I'm just very strongly interested in them, and I have not pursued a holding within them. So while I don't hold any Deep Brain Chain, it has definitely intrigued me at this 8 to 9 cent price point right now. So ranked 150th overall, Deep Brain Chain has a smaller overall market cap, coming in at that $78 million range. With a larger circulating supply, keep that in mind when investing in a Deep Brain Chain and understand how that's going to impact the price in the future. With an all-time high of about 63 cents on January 9th, Deep Brain Chain has come a long way since then, coming to a consolidation point which I believe is around that 10 to 20 cent mark, although we are seeing a dip down to the 6 to 10 cent mark due to the FUD in the marketplace and the recent dip that has been amplified by all the news coming out. So while I do think Deep Brain Chain was set for a healthy consolidation period between that 10 to 20 cent mark, even peaking 20 to 25 cents at times, we have seen Deep Brain Chain that has been affected by all of the marketplace issues and all the investors that have been losing confidence in cryptocurrency. So I do think that the recent price point right now that we're seeing is a little bit amplified due to the recent circumstances and things we've seen in the marketplace, but nonetheless is an extremely undervalued cryptocurrency in my opinion, hence the reason it's caught my attention. The main thing about Deep Brain Chain is I do like the technology behind it, but I was waiting for the right price point to jump in. I certainly didn't want to overpay for Deep Brain Chain in terms of price, so I did hold off until the right buying opportunity, and I really do think I found it. I thought about putting money in between the 15 to 25 cent range, but I did hold off for various reasons because, again, I didn't want to overpay for this cryptocurrency. I could afford to wait, in my personal opinion, until it did drop below a certain price point. And I think this is the price point that we are going to see me potentially grab some holdings of Deep Brain Chain. And I just say that because if we look at ICO prices, it became tradable on December 28th, coming out of ICO at that 7 to 8 cent range that we're seeing right now. After cryptocurrencies get attention coming out of ICO, they usually see a price surge and overextended move, and then we usually see them consolidate to at least 2 times their ICO value at least, because now they have the attention of the marketplace, they have a community around them, they have people buying, selling, and trading the cryptocurrency. So it only makes sense that, after they get that attention, they would find a consolidation period that you guys hear me say time and time again on this channel: old levels of resistance become new levels of support. But in Deep Brain Chain situation, we've fallen all the way back down to those post ICO levels in terms of price point. And I think this is very interesting to note because this is the investment opportunity that I've been waiting for Deep Brain Chain. So while I do have a limited amount of money and I can't throw money into every cryptocurrency, Deep Brain Chain's main intriguing option to me, benefit to me, is that I think that its price point is extremely undervalued, especially at its current market cap. So it's going to be interesting to see where Deep Brain Chain goes from here. Maybe we're going to see a consolidation period between that 10 and 20 cent range, like I am predicting. But again, this is not investment or financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. So hopefully you guys find some value for this. And this is the second cryptocurrency that's really caught my attention for its overall price in this last dip. The third cryptocurrency that I'm going to be covering today that has really piqued my interest is Payfair. So I'm going to make this short and sweet. You guys have heard enough about Payfair on my channel, and that's understandable, but I do want to give you guys a video that honestly outlines some of the things that I've been thinking about in the last dip, and not just throw cryptocurrencies in there that I actually have not been looking at in an effort to spice things up. So to be fully honest with you guys and fully transparent, I do not hold a single Payfair or have ever held a single Payfair at the time of making this video, but this price point has been very, very, very intriguing to me, and I am considering investing into it shortly after making this video. if the price continues to fall. So let's jump right into Payfair. Now, the one thing about Payfair is that I do want to be able to run a node within Payfair. So a node costs 10,000 Payfair, and I do want to eventually be able to buy that. But I was thinking about investing around at the 6 to 8 cent mark, but I never got around to actually doing it. I haven't had the time the last few days to actually sit down, drop that kind of money, go to the Ether Delta exchange, and actually trade Payfair. And that's to my own fault. So I understand that Payfair has now recovered 62% in the last 24 hours, and it's going to put that node at $1,100 instead of $600 to $800 potentially, if that's what I wanted to do. And that I think is what I want to do. Now, I understand this is a very, very, very high-risk cryptocurrency. And in my opinion, if you guys want to pay more safe investments, so this is not investment or financial advice, this is my personal opinion, definitely look to lower-ranked cryptocurrencies. But, you know, in my opinion, I do want to take a risk on Payfair. So again, take my opinions and information in this video with a grain of salt. Please do your own research. Please watch other videos. Please formulate your own opinions. But definitely, in my personal opinion, I do think that Payfair has a bright future. And at this 11 cent mark, this is one of the most undervalued cryptocurrencies that I've come across. And I said I would make this short and sweet. But again, I do want to be able to run a node that is going to give, I believe, 1% of the transaction fees across that node. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, per month, and it's going to come out to a pretty good number once Payfair launches off, which I believe it will. So not only is the value of the cryptocurrency going up, as I believe is going to go up in the future, but I do think that running a node could offer me some awesome passive income if Payfair does eventually come through with their project and start seeing a lower overall market cap rank and a higher overall market cap value in terms of overall valuation. So Payfair, definitely, I've covered it so many times on my channel, but hopefully you guys understand the reason that I'm buying into Payfair. I think it has not only a bright future, but I do want to eventually run a node. And at this 11 cent mark, we've come a long ways from this 50 cent mark. Now, I understand that this was obviously a bunch of people manipulating the market at that 50 cent mark. I don't think that was genuine or organic growth. I mean, some of it could have been, but anytime you see a lower market cap cryptocurrency manipulated like this huge spike here, you have to question the intentions behind it. So Payfair has definitely come a long ways, as we've seen a decline here all the way down to the bottom recently at that 6 cent mark, which I wish I could have taken advantage of. But now I have to kind of see where Payfair is going to go in the next few hours, the next few days, to see if I do want to eventually pull the trigger. So that's my opinions on Payfair. That's why Payfair has recently caught my interest, though it's been on my radar for a while, but I think that we've seen a price point that could offer some potential value to me. So make sure to do your own research, take my opinion with a grain of salt, and let's go into the last cryptocurrency I want to cover in the video. The last cryptocurrency that I'm going to touch on in today's video is Enigma. So before I transparent with you guys, I am not invested in Enigma at the time of making this video, but just like every other cryptocurrency that I've covered before in this video, you know, obviously I am very intently looking at them because, you know, this video is titled Things That I'm Looking to Buy During the Dip, and all of these are potential buying options for me that I'm very intently looking into. But again, as I'm making the video, I hold no Enigma, but yesterday it's actually very interesting because I released a video about what Enigma is and what they are trying to accomplish within the blockchain space. The in-depth analysis I think could be very valuable for you guys looking to look more into Enigma, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But the price point of Enigma has intrigued me. We saw lows yesterday of $1.43, and that was absolutely insane to see me see. Now, I've talked about this time and time again in previous videos because I highlight Enigma a decent amount on my channel. I say that because I thought anything under $4 was a pretty good buy. Anything in that $3 range, obviously during this brief consolidation period, I thought was an absolute steal. And thank God I didn't buy, just like a lot of these cryptocurrencies. Thank God I did not put any money down into them at that time because we've seen insane lows that would have lost me a lot of money if I would have invested at the time I did. So now that I believe we've kind of hit rock bottom here, at least for the short term, I do think that now is the time to potentially start looking at these cryptocurrencies, hence why I'm making this video. But again, $2.20 is very undervalued for this platform, for this team, for everything surrounding this cryptocurrency. This is one of the best projects in blockchain, in my opinion, highlighted by one of the best teams in blockchain. So at $2.20, that's very, very, very undervalued in my opinion. You guys see all-time highs, currently hit that $8 mark, actually above that $8 mark at $8.15, and that was January 10th, when pretty much all altcoins hit their all-time highs, at least for the brief moment. And Enigma, again, I have only good things to say about this cryptocurrency. I'm very, 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 very bullish going into 2018, and especially since I've seen it recovering, I do predict, in my personal opinion, this non-investment or financial advice, we're going to see the $3 mark very, very soon, and now might be the last opportunity to jump in under $3, in my personal opinion, because Enigma is going to skyrocket at some point in 2018, and right now it's just the beginning for it as it begins to recover from the huge dip and overall loss of total market evaluation within the cryptocurrency marketplace. So Enigma is the final cryptocurrency that I'm going to touch on in this video. These are the 4 cryptocurrencies that have really caught my attention, and with that said, I'm going to jump right to the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. You guys have been overwhelming in the amount of support you guys have shown. Hopefully we can get to that $1,000 subscriber mark sooner rather than later, as I love creating valuable content that is educational and is able to inform you guys on things that you might not have known before. So with this video specifically, I just wanted to outline my current views and opinions of some cryptocurrencies that I'm looking at to buying during the dip. Obviously, I hold 0 of these 4 cryptocurrencies I cover, but these are the 4 most intriguing cryptocurrencies in my personal opinion that I am very intently looking at. And I make this video because you guys find value and opinion in my personal opinion on cryptocurrencies. And while this isn't investment or financial advice, I do want to guide you guys through the whole process about what I personally look into and what I personally find are good price points and what I personally find are good cryptocurrencies as a whole to look into. So while this isn't anything even close to investment or financial advice, this is just educational content. I do know that you guys find value in my opinion, hence the reason that I created this video. And while this may seem obvious to a lot of you guys, I do want to outline that here in the outro. So I'm going to end off with a disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. This is just simply my personal opinion. Please do your own research before investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Consult a financial advisor if necessary. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and have a great day.